You should train every day, all day. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Scotty Karate episode. Today I'm going to be talking about what is a martial artist, how often should you train, how long does it take to become a black belt. Today's episode of. So, how long should you train to say you're a martial artist? Your first week of training, are you now a martial artist? After you become a black belt? After 20 years? When? Well, this is a question that everybody's going to say something different. Me personally, once I see someone that is committed to martial arts, they've started going, they're training, they bought the equipment, they stay more than a week, you're a martial artist. Now, are you a good one? No, you just started. But you are. So a lot of people throw around, I'm a martial artist. And you might be. I mean, depends on how much you train. Have you trained? Have you trained in 50 years? You meet these guys who are like, oh yeah, I'm a black belt. Oh, really? When do you train? Or when was the last time you trained? Or, where do you train? And they'll say, oh, well, I got my black belt as a kid. Oh, okay. Well, depending on how old they are, that might only be a year ago, right? Because they might be, say, 18 and think that a 17-year-old's a kid, for example. And so, anyway, beside the point. So, you ask them, and they're like, oh, I got my black belt at 10 years old. Oh, when was the last time you trained? Well, after I got my black belt. So, you haven't trained since you were 10. Now you're getting to that weird area where, are you though? Are you? So, I'm a firm believer, if you are training your martial arts, congratulations. You're part of the elite group. And I say that on purpose. That's not being pedantic. We are a very rare breed. Out of 100 people, maybe one trains. Maybe. Now, you have a lot of people that used to. Like, out of 100, maybe you have 10 that did it as a kid. That's very common, or fairly common. I wouldn't still consider them a martial artist, but that's debatable. And I go back to, this is all kind of subjective anyway. To me, if you're still not actively trying to think defensively, what you would do, train some, it's a title, but it's something that means something to someone else. So everybody has their own version of things. So what is a martial artist to me? What's a martial artist to you? Some people will look at certain styles and just straight say, no, I don't care how long you're training. I don't care if you're a black belt in it. I don't care if you're doing it today. You're not a martial artist. Everybody has their own. Don't get caught up on the details and the titles. It's just not a good look. What you can do though is make sure that you're on the right side. It doesn't matter if you're a martial artist or not. Just go train. Everybody has their reason to train. Mine is self-defense. I want to be able to defend myself in case something happens on the street. Somebody attacks me, hurts me, my family, whatever. That's why I train. Give crap what's around my waist. Give crap what color it is. Give crap about what style it is, frankly. If I learn something and it works, I'm going to use it. That's the benefit of having more of an open mind, right? If I look over at, jiu-jitsu and I go, oh, that works. I like that. Pocket. I go, oh, that kick is ridiculous. Taekwondo, boy, mine now. You have to have this mindset. You just have to. Unless you're doing it just for the art and you're like, oh, I'm a purist. I want to stick with my art and only my art. And, well, then you're not really focused on self-defense. You're focused on the art. And that's fine if that's what your goal is. But have it set for your goal. If your mindset is, I want to be able to defend myself, I want to be able to fight, what does it matter what you're called? What does it matter what rank you are? I mean, a lot of schools have gotten rid of ranks, and I don't agree with that. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't agree with that. But a lot of schools have gotten rid of ranks, and just straight up, oh, you just come in and you train, you practice, and you fight. And practically, that is a good thing. Right? Because you don't have to worry about, oh, he's a black belt and I'm only a yellow belt. And you don't have to worry about any of that crap because you're just two dudes going in there and you're training. He just has to be more skilled. I personally think rank is a good thing because it gives you the goal and the mindset and it keeps you focused on progressing. But another video. So make sure you understand what it means to you and who cares about anybody else. It is something that we get caught in a lot where we'll just be, oh, well, I'm a martial artist. And somebody go, no, you're not. And you get so offended. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I mean, it's my mama joke right here. My mama, when I was a kid, made a statement, and it's a true statement. If you have to tell somebody you're something, you're not. So if you have to tell somebody, oh, I'm a professional, race car driver. Are you though? Are you? Because if you have to tell me you are, what are the odds you are? And it's just, it's so funny. Like you'll see it, the common phrase I hear all the time, and it proves they're not as soon as they say it is, I'm a grown ass man. You ain't gonna say that to me. I'm a grown ass man. There's literally nothing more childish than saying that phrase. If you have to tell somebody something, you're not it. If I have to tell you I'm a martial artist, then I'm not one. I'm just not. I don't need to tell you. You'll know. And more importantly, I don't care. And that's a part that a lot of people don't have a good grasp on. They will literally just go in and be like, no, I am, and fight it. Why? Who cares? I can give poop what you think. That's how I go into a situation like that. If they don't care, like if they ask me, bring it home, because I know I'm kind of ranting. If I go talk to somebody and, for example, we start a conversation, what do you do for fun? What do you do for a living? And so on. And then they come to me and I do martial arts. I do karate. And they pop off with, okay, I don't care. Their opinion on the matter, it isn't affected. I just don't. It's so absurd when people do it. I've had people look at me, and because my current shape, I am overweight. And they'll go, oh, you're overweight. You're not a fighter. You're not a martial artist. Well, thanks for your opinion on that, except for it's just not true even a little bit, but cool. If you let these people talk, you'll have people that look like Van Damme, who was a world champion. And there's still people out there that say that he's not a real fighter. He's not a real martial artist. It's just some things you just can't please. And if you continue to, you're just going to get bogged down in it. Titles are a problem like that. You're like, oh, well, he's a second-degree black belt. Okay, and I've met a lot of second and third-degree black belts that I thought probably shouldn't be black belts at all. And that's saying something only because I've trained so hard for mine, right? And then there's going to be people that look at me and go, oh, he's not a black belt. Okay. It is what it is. You can't let other people determine how you see or feel about yourself. If you're a martial artist, be a martial artist. You want to train. Don't care about the titles. Because at the end of the day, if you're attacked on the street, no one cares what your rank is. No one cares what style you're in. No one cares if you've been doing it a month or 10 years. They don't care. Know what they care about? They care about getting your wallet, your money, your life, whatever they're after. They don't care. What does it matter? What are you going to do? Blow up at them and go, excuse me, you can't attack me right now. I'm a black belt. Excuse me while I go to my car and get it, tie it on to make sure you understand who you're messing with. No one cares. No one. The results speak for themselves. If they jump you and you curl up in a turtle position and let them beat you to death, it doesn't matter what rank you are, what style you are. You didn't fight. What does it matter? These are all things that I talk about a lot. And it's just, it bothers me when I see people, oh, I'm a martial artist, or he's not a martial artist, or what? Who cares? If you train, congratulations, train. If you don't, well, you should train, but if you don't, then it's fine. But you gotta stop letting people jump in and tell you what you are, because it doesn't matter. Their opinion on you doesn't matter. Your opinion on you matters. So if you are struggling and you're like, man, I wished I was doing X, Y, Z because that's what martial arts is to me. For example, and then I'll end. If you look at a martial arts and you go, oh, I need to be able to kick to my head or kick to the other person's head. Martial arts can do that. And I can't currently do that, so I'm not one. Most martial arts don't even require a kick to the head. But if that's what you view it as, then you won't view yourself as a martial artist until you can do that. Does it mean you're not? No. Not to me. But what do I care? Your opinion on yourself matters. So if that's what it is to you, do it. Make yourself feel good about you, because no one else is going to. No one cares. You have to care about yourself, because the person on the street don't care. He doesn't care if you can kick to your head. He doesn't care what rank you are. Doesn't care what martial art you are. He doesn't care if you're a computer nerd or you're a martial art nerd or you're a movie geek or they don't care. They don't care. They're out there for one reason. They want your money, their life, whatever. So train. Be productive. Take care of yourself. And if you're a martial artist and somebody else says, oh, a martial artist should look like, Van Damme and just be ripped to the gills. And if you're not, then you're not a martial artist. Okay. Cool. Now I know your opinion and how ridiculous it is. Moving on. Don't let them decide who you are. You decide who you are. Anyway, rant done. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when my videos are posted each week. And, as always, the more you train, easier the fight.